Boys at $17, and they're almost ready for the first. Here's Ron Paps.
Number 2, and they're away now on the jump, and one of the best away was the favourite Here My Prayers with Glasnov the top weight, and over on the outside next came Redley Boy. They clear the first flight from Pride of Henley, and already Tanya's Lad has dropped out about 8 lengths away last of all in a little world of its own. Into the hollow in the first circuit at the 1,000-metre mark now, and Redley Boy the outside, Glasnov the centre, Here My Prayers the rail. 2.5 then to Pride of Henley. Oh golly, they're getting right into this track. About 8 to 10 lengths away last of all, not able to extend at the moment is Tanya's Lad. Down the side at the 800-metre mark, and still the leader, working towards the one jump on the side. Out wide on the track is Redley Boy, getting about 1.5 lengths clear of Here My Prayers, and the big Cessnock jumped it magnificently in front. There's plenty of him, this horse, Redley Boy. Here My Prayers now 5 away second, and then about 1.5 lengths to Glasnov ridden quietly. 3 lengths further back Pride of Henley, and a dozen away last of all is Tanya's Lad. Well, for the moment, this light-weighted horse, Redley Boy, is just ploughing through the going. He's like a duck. And he's out about 8 lengths in front as he comes to the first one in the straight. Oh, he ran it down and he hit it. He didn't respect it at all, and the rider was up over his ears, but he's balanced again. Now let's see what he does at the jump at the dog leg. Redley Boy, his ears are pricked as he comes to it. He's going to have a good look at this one, and again he wanted to run it down, but he popped over it. There's plenty of him to do it. In second placing, Glasnov over on the inside. In third placing, about 1 length away, Here My Prayers. Then about 4 lengths away behind those, Pride of Henley, and last of all, and a long last at that point too, was Tanya's Lad. He jumped that a little better and didn't quite run it down so much now, that leader Redley Boy, with Glasnov moving up on his outside. And in another hollow at the 1,800-metre mark, about to work uphill, going to the 1,700-metre jump now, and it's Glasnov the outside, getting 1.5 lengths clear. He's carrying the big weight. Second placing, Redley Boy. Third, Here My Prayers. Fourth, Pride of Henley, and 10 away last of all. And that one is Tanya's Lad. He is making a little bit of ground. They go by the 1,600-metre mark. And into the far territory again, and Glasnov 1.5 lengths, Here My Prayers. 4 lengths away then came Redley Boy, and they were followed then on the outside, Pride of Henley going up to join him, and a dozen lengths away again last of all is Tanya's Lad, shaping up for the first flight in the far side in the second trip. And the leader still Glasnov, but only marginally from Here My Prayers, going up to test him as they go over that and land in unison. 4 lengths away then Pride of Henley. Well, Redley Boy put a bit of life into the race there for a few hundred metres, but he's drifting right back out of it. He's 8 lengths away fourth, and then about 8 lengths away to the next one as they go to another jump was Tanya's Lad. Stringing up now, Here My Prayers with a lightweight is really serving it up to the favourite, Glasnov, with a heavy weight. And into the hollow at the 1,000, Here My Prayers got 1.5 lengths clear, Glasnov second. 2 lengths Pride of Henley. I wouldn't give up on him yet. He's still a chance. And then a dozen lengths away to Redley Boy, who is now bogging down. And then about 20 lengths away last of all, Tanya's Lad. Around the side they come towards the jump near the 700. And it's Here My Prayers 1.5 lengths to Glasnov, who is travelling pretty well second as they come to this flight. And then further back in the field, Pride of Henley, who sold out. He dipped on landing, was definitely going to be right in the finish. The rider is okay, and the horse has got to his feet. And as they move towards the home turn now with 2 more hurdles to jump, it's a 2-horse war. The lightly weighted Here My Prayers. The rain coming down again. Glasnov there carrying the grandstand, is trying ever so hard. Here My Prayers comes to the second last. Glasnov went after him. He dipped on landing. He lost a half. He recovers on the flat. Here My Prayers with no weight on his back against the other one carrying the world, it seems. Here they come to the last at the dog leg. The lightly weighted Here My Prayers. He jumped it all right. 2 in front of Glasnov, who's going to be gallant in defeat, I'd suggest to you. And the lightly weighted Here My Prayers is ploughing through it. He'll go on and score comfortably from Glasnov. A mile back to the third horse, and that's Tanya's Lad. But Here My Prayers, who's going up and down like a la-la lid, will wobble to the line about 4 in front of Glasnov. Glasnov is a great effort when you consider all the aspects of weight in racing. And then I suppose about 25 to 30 lengths to Tanya's Lad. Just completing the course now, Redley Boy, and here's the riderless horse, Pride of Henley, with the clerk of the course coming back to the enclosure.
On the heavy going, Here My Prayers, number 2, 220 and 110 for the place. That horse carried 63. Glasnov carried 72.5, $1.70, and Tanya's Lad no third, 214. It all came down to weight in the end, and Here My Prayers had the pull in the weights, has won the first at Mount Gambier. Now, Albury race 3, $3 for Pealeaf, $10 per round, number 4 to beat Temerarius, who has been a drifter, and they're just about ready to run. The third race, here's Ron.
Thanks, Matthew. Yes, they're getting set here, and Temerarius, an easing favourite on course. Good money for Jazz Around late, and away they go with Cambridge Shy jumping nicely. So did Tatum and Tick Over and Temerarious. Jazz Around in the light blue colours working up between horses. Count on Todd is next, and then came Mill's Memory, and the ghostly grey Goodwood Lass is about 2.5 away last of all. Shaping up to go by the 1400 metres, and that's the first fence, and here they come to it. And Tatum pecked at it, got over it, they've all cleared it, joined by Temerarious, who just sailed to the front as they go to the second one, and he put in a big leap at that one. And Temerarious took over 1.5 lengths to Tatum. 5 lengths away third Tick Over as they work down the hill now to the next fence. Then further back to Mill's Memory on the inside. On its outside as Jazz Around. The leader got away from the other horse at that one. Well back Cambridge Shy, Count on Todd and Goodwood Lass. In the hollow at the 1,000 metre mark, and Temerarious 1.5 lengths and travelling well within himself seemingly for the moment. Now 2.5, nearly 3 in front now Tatum. 4 lengths away then the others are closing a bit of ground as the leader starts to slacken off, and that was a Tick Over from Jazz Around and Mill's Memory, and then 8 lengths away to Count on Todd on the inside of Cambridge Shy. They've got a fence on the side coming up to them now, and Goodwood Lass has lost further ground. Temerarious led them over that fence on the side and cleared it by about 3 in front. Now only 2 coming after him. It is Tatum, and then on the outside Tick Over. Back on the inside next was Jazz Around from Mill's Memory. Only 2 lengths away the other pair, Cambridge Shy on the outside. On its inside Count on Todd, and 7 lengths away last of all is the ghostly grey Goodwood Lass. At the top of the lane over the first of them, and Temerarious, just as he did on Wednesday, just ambled over that as cool as a cucumber. He's about 4 in front of Tatum second. Third placing Jazz Around the inside. Here they come to the one near the 200 in the lane, and Temerarious got over that nicely. Tatum second, Jazz Around third, Tick Over fourth, and then came Mill's Memory, Count on Todd. The rider having a little bit of a vision problem there with the goggles. Temerarious put in a spectacular leap at the third of them. Further back Cambridge Shy and Goodwood Lass. Here's the jump right in front of us under our noses, and Temerarious reached for that one. Landed about 5 clear. In second placing came Tatum. Further back on the outside Tick Over as he takes the one out of the rise. Then came Jazz Around, followed by Mill's Memory, Count on Todd, Cambridge Shy and Goodwood Lass. Up the rise they go to the 1600. They've gone a circuit. And Temerarious, a re-handicap 1.5 for his win on Wednesday, is out about 5 or 6 clear now. Tatum second, Tick Over outside of Jazz Around. 2 or 3 lengths further back to Mill's Memory, and then about 4 lengths to Count on Todd. 15 to 20 lengths Cambridge Shy, another half a dozen away as they go over another fence to Goodwood Lass. Here's the next fence coming to this leader, Temerarious. He just dipped slightly on landing. Oh, Mill's Memory snagged it from behind, and it's Temerarious 5 or 6 in front, working towards the next fence from Tatum, and then Tick Over running a bit of a race. 5 lengths away to Jazz Around, not going all that well at the moment, and then came Mill's Memory. Jazz Around made a bit of a mess of that one, so did Count on Todd, and distance the other 2, and they are Cambridge Shy being passed by the grey mare Goodwood Lass. Temerarious in the hollow comes back to them until he's only 2.5 in front of Tatum. 1.5 Tick Over, hard ridden. Then about 8 lengths further back to Jazz Around, not travelling like a serious threat at the moment. He's been heavily back too. They were followed by Mill's Memory, and further back in the field behind those then.
Roseglade the first to go out with Zooming Ace, beginning quite well too, showing good speed. Star in the bar up towards the front when they settle down. There's a good charge early in the race. Roseglade booting through along the inside. There's one trapped out deeper on the track. Satoria going through near to the rails. Fade to Black has eased back out of it there as it got a check. Vinden going quickly around the outside. Seattle Rocket is wide. Then No More Tears followed by Delcos, Bridal Way, and Not Quite Right as last. They're across the track. Zooming Ace the leader at the 600 metre mark. From Star in the bar, Satoria, Roseglade, Vinden is very wide on the track, and deeper again is Neat Run. Just behind them, Seattle Rocket, then Fade to Black, followed further back then by Final Something, Bridal Way, Delcos, Not Quite Right, and No More Tears. They're in the straight, 300 to go. Satoria's reached the lead from Zooming Ace. Fade to Black is running on strongly on the outside, and so is Neat Run down the outside. It's Satoria in front below the 200 metre mark. Seattle Rockets looming up on the outside. There's not much room for
racing. They've gone away in an absolutely perfect line, but straight out the back is Northern Poet. First out, Street Fight, Sectional Time, Derham, Lunchtime Special, and Sir Knight. So we've got a line of 5 behind them. Royal Caleb, Video Prince, Hero Wind on the outside. Then Lord Windtack back with its Scorn Bolt as they work off the back. There's another one 3 deep. Yite second last, and Northern Poet is at the rear. It's Lunchtime Special, 800 metres out of neck to Sectional Time, 2 to Street Fight, Derham. Sir Knight hard ridden in the centre, trying to keep in touch. Then Royal Caleb. The outside Video Prince going through in the centre. Shy Stab was the other one. Then Lord Wintax, Scorn Bolt a long way back with Hero Wind Lights and Northern Poet on the inside. 500 metres to go. Lunchtime Special joined by Sectional Time Derham. Royal Caleb just behind them. Then Street Fight, Lord Wintax, Sir Knight. Down the outside, Video Prince, and here comes Hero Wind. Wider out is Yates, and with them Northern Poet and Scorn Bold behind those runners. Hero Wind on the outside at the 200 metre mark in front now from Video Prince. Then comes Northern Poet. It's Hero Wind in front, followed by Video Prince. Derham the inside, 62.5 kilos. He's in front, Shystad flying. Hero Wind has won it again. Hero Wind, 3 in a row. Beat Shystad, Video Prince, Northern Poet. Then Scorn Bold, next in Derham. Behind it came Sir Knight, Royal Caliph. Then Sectional Time, Street Fight, Lord Windtake, Yates. Last in Lunchtime Special. And there's something that will never ever happen again. 3 Topaz wins in a row. And lumping 62.5 and coming from second last. What a magnificent performance. Number 1, Hero Win, Steve Arnold, the winner of the Murray Downs Golf and Country Club Golden Topaz for 3 years in a row and lumping 62.5 kilos. Last year he had 61, and it's been just a magnificent effort to defeat Shystad, who's made up many, many lengths in the last little bit. And the one over on the inside hanging on to get third here, Video Prince, I think you'll find.
He's a great old sprinter. Hero Wind, the horse from Adelaide.
Particularly well going to the barrier, the top weight, Arimbula Star. Now, Platinum Girl completes the line. The AWA Country Oaks it is. And the starter there at the foot of the stand, waiting for the light to go on. Presentation of the winning connections after the running of this event. Now, they're all there now. Face up well. Just a bit of movement towards the outside. They settle down. Starter just still at the foot of the stand. The light blinking away. Set to go now. This will be it. Ready and racing. Over between those runners, remember, Jean bounced out in front. They were followed going up on the outside approach, Arimbula Star, and there goes Explicate, hard and fast around the outside, looking for the lead and getting it. Going up Platinum Girl, followed by Share the Spirit, and then came Saliana, second last, Regal Saxby, and Elusive last of all, Explicate taken on by Platinum Girl, and the Speed solid. In third place, remember, Jean Reproach, followed by Arimbula Star, past the 1150, and then came Share the Spirit, Saliana, 3 lengths away to Regal Saxby, Elusive last of all. Explicate down the side shows the way. About a length in front. Second, Platinum Girl. Remember, Jean Reproach. 2 lengths away to Olimbula Star. They were followed a neck away to Share the Spirit. 2 lengths away to Saliana. Regal Saxby. Elusive is at the tail of the field. At the 800, Explicate half in front of Platinum Girl. Remember, Jean. They were followed over on the outside there by Reproach. Olimbula Star. Share the Spirit. And then came further back in the field by Saliana. 2 lengths away to Regal Saxby. Elusive last of all. They got it past the 600. Explicate going up as Reproach to go to the lead. They were followed by Platinum Girl. Here's Arimbula Star working around the outside. Regal Saxby, Saliana all coming into it, and then came further back on the inside to Remember Jean. Reproach went for home and kicks away on the turn. 300 to go, moving into second place. Regal Saxby, Saliana, and then came Arimbula Star. They were followed by Explicate. Reproach the leader, going strongly. Regal Saxby in second place, and then came Arimbula Star. Reproach in front. Second is on the outside is Regal Saxby. Arimbula Star running home well, but Reproach is going to be too good. And Reproach by a length on the line. Arimbula Star second, Regal Saxby, Elusive, Saliana, Share the Spirit, Explicate, Remember Jean, and Platinum Girl last in. Too good for them, number 4, Reproach. Robbo summed that race up nicely. There was plenty of speed, and he just took off at the vital stage at about the 600 metre mark. He was going particularly well at that stage, and he just took off. He got the break. And he's been too good for number 1, Explicate, who will get second. And here we go. We'll just get these numbers official. Hello. 481, number 8 second, Regal Saxby, and number one Arimbula Star in third place, 4, 8 and 1. So that winner number 4, Reproach, $6.80 and $2 even. Second to number 8, Regal Saxby. Regal Saxby will pay $2.60, and number 1 Arimbula Star, $1.70. Reproach by Mr. C out of Envelop is owned by Jay Simpson, trained by Luke Griffith at Scone, and Alan Robertson, the winning rider, rode it in dashing fashion. $6.80 and $2. Number 8, Wiggle Saxby by Cossack Warrior of Hessel Saxby. Trained at Hawkesby by Colin Branthwaite and Shane Treweek, the rider. And won a Rimbala Star by Star Joe at a Hullabaloo. Trained at Taree by Ron Stitt.
All right, 4-8-1 on the Oaks at Cessnock Race 6. She may not be Crystal Palace or Decibel 8 Mile from Rod. Race 6, number 1. Got plenty of weight though, 60.5. Although it didn't stop Hero Wind. 390 Winged Foot. The old timer I Like Beers at 15. 21 for Chaddock. 22 Quattro Gambier. 12 for Bricklands Tolly. I'm a Real $8. 7.60 Tana's Lad. 8.50 Soulier Olympic Gold at $18 for the Mount Gambier Gold Cup. The rest of the field double figure odds. Reindeer Rock 13, and here's Ron.
Thank you, Matthew. The big race of the year here at Mount Gambier. Just had a very heavy shower come through, but that has eased. And we're almost set to see them dispatch for the Cup, in which the favourite is Winged Foot, carrying the steadier of 60.5. It's a big weight, but he's earned it. He's got a very good record. Last start ran 3rd in the St Ledger, won the Metro Meets Cup at Murray Bridge before that. Just a matter of whether this heavy ground can bring him back with the weight. Tana's Lad well back to beat him. I'm a Real has supporters, and they're set. They're all in. Kathy Payne out wide on Count Grey, the last to go up. Cup time, and they're on their way. The Ghostly Grey, Count Grey came out buck jumping basically and lost about 15 lengths. The other Grey got away all right, Reindeer Rock, and straight away Proud Sun's gone to the outside into the vehicle lane out there. Whilst over on the inside, Chaddock led Quattro Gambier, Tana's Lad, and then came over on the outside of those Federico. Down the centre, Winged Foot from Reindeer Rock, and then Bricklands Tolly and also Vainbrup, a lot closer today. Olympic Gold followed further back in the field then by Nasseray as they come to the post. Have a look at this. This is only the first circuit. And look at them down the outside. Proud Sun now cuts across the field. He's trying to get across to lead, and he will do so from Winged Foot, who steadies. Tana's Lad the inside, and then you'd swear you're in England watching this on this heavy ground today. Vainborough was next, and then came Chaddock the centre, Quattro Gambier the rail, and further back then to Reindeer Rock. If you're on the favourite Winged Foot, you'd be pretty happy with him sitting outside of the leader riding shotgun. Back about 7th and 8th at this point, Reindeer Rock now from Bricklands Tolly, and then Federico. I'm a Real on the outside. In the centre, Olympic Gold, and further back behind those then I Like Beer, and then came Soulier, followed further back by Nasseray, then Pengo and Count Grey. Now in that shuffle up, Vainborough ended up about 6th and 7th, and the leader is Proud Sun from the heavy-weighted Winged Foot on the outside. They're 2 in front of Chaddock. Tana's Lad there in a nice spot, followed by Quattro Gambier, then Reindeer Rock and Vainborough. Then came Bricklands Tolly as they go to the 1100. 2.5 I'm a Real outside of Olympic Gold. Then Soulier followed further back, I Like Beer, Pengo. Hard-ridden Federico. Count Grey takes off around them after that shocking start. And last of all, at the tail of proceedings is Nasseray. In that order, they move onto the side, and Winged Foot now goes up to claim the leader, Proud Sun. 1 length to Chaddock. In 4th placing on the inside, Quattro Gambier. There's a bunch of them there with it, though, including Reindeer Rock, Bricklands, Tolly and Vainborough, and also Soulier. Just in behind that division, then Quattro Gambier easing back around them, Olympic Gold, followed by Pengo. And further back, Count Grey heads. The others, I Like Beer's called it a day. Coming around the turn, and Chaddock took the lead now. From in 2nd placing on the outside, Soulier. It's running the big race. Winged Foot is under pressure, and also there with him on the inside, Reindeer Rock, and Proud Sun is still there. Winged Foot's gone, and Soulier dashed to the lead now. He's got out to the vehicle lane out wide on Soulier, and he's 2 in front. 2nd placing, Olympic Gold. Further back, Chaddock. Winged Foot's not going to run in the first 6 or 7. Then Tana's Lad battling away, but it's Soulier. Olympic Gold's the only danger, and he's a real danger now. Soulier is getting a bit bogged down, but Olympic Gold's had his chance to get him. He can't, and Soulier in front getting close to home. And Soulier from the Barbara Marshman stables at Horston by 2.5. Olympic Gold 2nd, 6 away to Chaddock, followed by Tana's Lad. They were followed further back then by out wider on the track, Nasseray, followed by Proud Sun, Reindeer Rock. Then back behind them, Pengo, Vainborough, Winged Foot. The weight caught him on the heavy ground. They were followed by Federico, who was well back, and so too was I'm a Real. Then Bricklands Tolly, followed further back by I Like Beer. Walking over the line second last was Quattro Gambier, and just pulling up now as I speak, tailed off Count Grey. Soulier has taken out the Mount Gambier Cup, and when it looked for a fleeting moment that Olympic Gold was going to make a real go of it, he hasn't been able to get him. And Soulier or get her, I should say, and she's been too strong.